So historians often will use primary resources when they're talking about different things they've studied. Primary resources can be movies, they can be books, they can be works of art. A primary resource means it's the first of its kind. It's the original. Primary sources, I forgot my eye. Primary sources are the first of its kind. They're the first resource created by someone or some group of people that is the first of its kind. It's the original. We also hear historians say they're using secondary resources. Now you may see second and secondary, and you might be tempted to say, well, that means it's the second of its kind? Is that a secondary resource? Well, a secondary resource is actually not the second of its kind. It's a separate resource created by somebody else about that resource. So let me show you an example. This is the world famous Louvre Museum. U-V-R-E. The Louvre. It's located in Paris, France. It's the most famous museum in the world. It's huge. When you go to Paris, you need to spend 3 days at this museum. It's absolutely incredible. And in this museum, they have lots of artifacts. And among these artifacts is the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is the first of its kind. It's created by Leonardo da Vinci. It was his own work. There had never been a Mona Lisa before that. The Mona Lisa is a primary resource. The very first of its kind. This is a world-famous painting. It's unbelievable. It's estimated worth billions and billions of dollars. Now, this over here is a book. It's called El Secreto de Mona Lisa. So it looks like it's a Spanish work, but this is a secondary resource. Now, you may be tempted to say, it's got the Mona Lisa on it, so that must be a primary, because the Mona Lisa was the very first. But this person, this author, Dolores Garcia, she wrote El Secreto de Mona Lisa after the painting had been created. This book was written a long time after the Mona Lisa was created, so the Mona Lisa was the very first. And this is another thing that was written about that. Secondary resources are often created to tell information about primary resources. When you go to the Louvre, you gotta check out the Mona Lisa. There'll be thousands and thousands of people waiting to see it. It's unreal. All right.